Today, we're talking about sequenced drums versus live drums. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Eric Wagner. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So today we are getting into sequenced drums versus live drums, my brief personal opinions on both of them, and whether I think one is better than the other. Really quick, my background as a musician is over 20 years of playing drums, the last 14 or so as a professional, but my electronic music experience only spans the duration of this channel, which is about 2.5 years or so. Yeah, coming up on 3. That's pretty crazy. So jumping right in, sequenced drums really tend to benefit from repetition. The listener typically wants something on the more grounded side of things, I'd say. Since the drums are being played by basically a robot, once a groove is locked in, it's not going to change. You know, it's perfect. It's always going to be the same thing every single time with no variation at all. Now, sudden changes can still be used to grab the listener's attention, but from what I've noticed, the sudden changes in sequenced drums often come from a different sound selection rather than an altering of the rhythm itself, if that makes sense. So like a different sample. Most traditional drum fills are also a lot more difficult to pull off in sequenced drums. In my experience, everything that tries to emulate like a big, powerful live drum fill just comes across as a gigantic cheesy mess. That doesn't stop me from trying, though. I always try to insert big, like, live style drum fills into any of my sequenced parts, and I'd say 19 times out of 20 it just does not work. Now, of course, live drums are a very different beast. Since someone is actually playing the drums in real time, the robotic repetition of sequenced drums simply cannot be achieved because, we're only human. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, though, as a skilled drummer can lean heavily into those imperfections and use them to create a performance unique to that drummer. Sudden changes and improvisations are always possible with a live drummer, of course, so you can easily adapt to the audience if you're playing one. You can really take advantage of energy levels, so higher energy, lower energy. It's a really cool thing to be able to play live like that. And I know that can occur sometimes in electronic sequenced drums, but that's usually, in my experience, reserved for like the top tier of electronic musician and not nearly as common in the genre, just the entire genre of electronic music. And of course, traditional drum fills are much easier to play live. I'd say they're almost expected, due to those imperfections. So what I'm going to do now is play you 2 different versions of the same song, one sequenced and one live. The song is Ghost in the Galaxy, which is one of the very first songs I ever wrote for Freebeat. You can find this song on my OPZ album titled In Over My Head. Link in the description to my Bandcamp page, by the way. A little shameless plug there. But this track has grown into a bit of a fan favorite on the channel, even as going as far as becoming the intro, the little riff for all my videos. I wrote this song in the summer of 2019, so right after I got into electronic music, and because of that, you'll notice that the drum part is overly simple. So here you go, Ghost in the Galaxy, the studio version. Enjoy. All right, now we're going to fast forward to the summer of 2021 during my Freebeat Live 1 year later concert, which was the 1 year anniversary of our first free live stream show on the channel. If you haven't checked those out, they're a lot of fun. I highly recommend watching through the Freebeat Live content if you get the time. This version of Ghost in the Galaxy is obviously played live, and it features the reworked drum part that I've developed for the track since its initial release. Be sure to note the difference in energy between the sequenced version and the live version. I hope you enjoy this one as well. So in the end, it's not about one form of drums being better than the other. It's about using the right tool in the right situation. Both have their place, both are here to stay, and both are awesome. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you know how to find that little dislike button. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.